Welcome to UK Business Show, UK's premier business show where we feature business thought leaders, high achievers, and industry experts. Today's episode is brought to you by World Outsourcing Solutions Limited, a company that specializes in helping executive business owners with virtual assistant services and business growth systems. Here's your host, Yukai Kechidori.
Hi, and welcome back to another great show. Today, I'm joined on the show by Alexander Lowry. Now, Alexander is a great financial advisor who's been practicing for so many years, helping business owners, particularly CEOs, make the right steps towards their financial goals. Alexander, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
It's my pleasure. Delighted to be here.
Incredible. Now, a little bit about Alexander here. He's the professor, the financial professor at Gordon College, and he's also the director of the school's Masters of Science in Financial Analysis program, which we're going to learn about today as well, because so many people are looking to further their education in this matter. And Alexander has got some very good words to say about that, because I know that because we've been talking about it, and I thought it might be good for you as well. But he specializes in helping CEOs and people who are playing at the highest level when it comes to financial planning and strategy, and has been doing this for the last 20 years plus. Thanks again for joining us here on the show, Alexander. Now, for those who have not come across your work, would you kindly share with our audience your background, what you've done, and the type of clients you are currently working with?
Sure. So just to paint the picture, when I first graduated university about 20 years ago, I went into management and strategy consulting, including being based over in London for 7 years with PA Consulting Group, worked with them for over a dozen years. And I absolutely excelled and enjoyed that opportunity to work with different executives in different industries, solving different problems. And actually, I feel like when you're coming out of university, that's about the best proving ground you could get. Every 3 to 6 months, whatever the time period is, you're moving on to something else and you're really expanding your knowledge. I loved that and I missed that. So after doing that for about a dozen years, I went and got my MBA at Wharton, and from there moved over to work on Wall Street. Was at JP Morgan for about 5 years. And I realized I wanted to get back to that consulting mindset. So what I did is I did two things. So you talked about before about the Masters of Science in Financial Analysis program at Gordon College, which I'm leading and launching. And in addition to that, sort of if you think about it as maybe my nights and weekends on the side, I do a lot of my board work. So you're talking about a trusted advisor for CEOs, as well as sitting on the boards of mostly fintech and financial services companies, which is my background and expertise.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. In fact, that's the reason we have you here today, because you worked with so many business owners, starting from the startup right to well-established companies. And we want to talk to you about, financial mistakes you see business owners make, mainly in two stages, really startups and those that are established, and provide some solutions for that. And I'm so excited about today. Now, to get us started on this topic, in your years of dealing with business owners, is there any one particular mistake, especially those who are starting out, that business owners make, and oftentimes they don't even realize that they're making a huge mistake?
Well, I think you've described it well as two different buckets, because you can't just give general knowledge and have it apply to everybody. So why don't we take sort of smaller startup type companies on the one end, and later we'll come to more established ones. I think when you're starting out, there is this learning curve, and it is immense, right? So everyone comes with a background and skill set in.
Thank you for listening to UK Business Show. We will be back to bring you more episodes with success stories and advice straight from the experts. Want more? Check out www.ukbusinessshow.com. Get your free trial of our virtual assistant service today. Just visit www.worldoutsourcingsolutions.com. Quote WOS18, or send us an email at support@worldoutsourcingsolutions.com.